Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to The Basement with Glenn Calloway. Glenn Calloway from The Basement. A couple things today. This might be more of a chat than anything else. I want to do my thoughts on first couple of listens of the new Jethro Tull album and then talk about Record Store Day. So, first, the Tull album. Jethro Tull, Curious Ruminant. I really bought this because I had free money from the money I won, and I was curious because I had given it a little snippet of a listen on Spotify and thought it was okay. I wasn't expecting to be that impressed with it. I thought it's just going to be it'll be all right, and I was wrong. It's really good. If you're a fan of Benefit, Stand Up. Well, who isn't? But if that's the kind of Tull you only like to listen to, more heavy, more guitar driven, then this album isn't for you. If you like just to sit back and enjoy a beautiful recording with a more acoustic, not a lot of lead breaks in terms of the guitar, a lot of flute. It's a beautiful album. I absolutely thought it was fantastic. Really. Ian Anderson's voice sounds fine. Like I said, a lot of flute. He's playing a ton of flute on this album, and I think it just sounds fantastic. I always loved his playing. And the songs are great. The lyrics are good. The last song's a bit of a spoken word outro on the album. I'm telling you, I'm very, very impressed with this record. But like I said, if you like your Tull rockin' and heavy, this might not be for you. But really, really strong album from Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull. I kind of liken it to the John Anderson album that came out. It was like, you're not expecting John Anderson to come out with anything really just mind-blowing anymore, and he came out with that True album with the band Geeks, and it's incredible. It's not quite on the same level as that, because I think that almost stands up with the early Yes albums, but this is really, really a nice album. Okay, Record Store Day. I'm not a big Record Store Day guy. I know people line up and go crazy, spend way too much money on stuff that they probably regret buying later. I'm not one of those guys. I usually typically go the day after, see what's still left, and if there's anything I'm interested in and I can get it at a place I can afford, I'll buy something. So usually maybe one album a year. But Record Store Day is coming up on April 12th, and I've never seen a list. Maybe it's just for me, but I don't know if you guys will. I'm going to go through the stuff that I picked up that I'm excited about, and I got 14 albums here, and normally I struggle to find one or two. First of all, obviously, I'm a Deadhead. I'm a Grateful Dead fan. Grateful Dead, Beacon Theater, New York, June 14th, 1976, 5 LPs. There's something called On the Back Porch, Volume 1. It's 1 LP. I have no idea what that's going to be. Almost sounds like an acoustic type jammy thing or something, but I got to investigate that. Jerry Garcia Band, Don't Let Go, live at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco, May 21st, 76. 4 LPs. Okay, get those out of the way. I know you're all not big Grateful Dead fans. Nick Mason and Saucer Full of Secrets. There's been a lot of Floyd stuff going back and forth recently. Echoes Live. That's going to be, because I love that Nick Mason live Saucer Full of Secrets. Elvis Costello, King of America, live at Royal Albert Hall, 2 LPs. That sounds interesting. Ry Cooder, my favorite guitar player, live at the Main Point, 1972. I'm assuming that's going to be a solo concert. That's really exciting me. Yes, live at the Rainbow Theater, 1972, 3 LPs. Ooh. John and Yoko, for Beatles fans, John Lennon fans, Power to the People, live at the one-on-one concert on yellow vinyl. That might be interesting. David Bowie, Ready, Set, Go, 2 LPs or 1 CD. I'm assuming that is a performance on a TV show or something. I think I might go for the CD for that rather than the LPs, but it'd be interesting to see the set list and what year that's from. Nectar. Been a few Nectar CDs going back and forth between Larry and myself on the album exchange, which will be starting up again soon. I got to talk to Larry about when we're going to do that. They're reissuing Remember the Future 50th anniversary remix. That might be good. Jethro Tull. Speaking of Jethro Tull, Songs from the Vault, 1975 to 1978. 2 LPs. Some stuff that might be interesting too. That's a good era for Jethro. Now, a really good album that came. Emmylou Harris put out some good albums back in the, I guess they came out in the 90s. He produced by Daniel Lanois. I think this one was produced by him as well, called Spy Boy. They were really strong records. I can't remember what the other one was called, but they were really good. They're reissuing Spy Boy on vinyl. 2 LPs with 5 unreleased bonus tracks. I think that's going to be a really good album. You Doors fans, Strange Days, a work in progress. It is, I guess, outtakes and alternate takes from the Strange Days album. And last but not least, probably the one I want the most, is Sting did a tour last year called 3.0, where he was back to doing a trio. And I think they were doing a lot of Police songs and rocking out quite a bit. The show sold out. Massey Hall, I tried to get tickets. I couldn't get a ticket cheaper than $350. So I missed that show. But there is a album called Sting 3.0. 2 LPs. I'm hoping I can get that. That would be number one for me. I'd love to get the Dead live stuff, but that's usually around $140. So 120. I think last year I paid $129 for the Dead thing. So we'll see if I can. I'm going to take some stuff into trade, so I may be able to pick up more stuff. Echoes live, Nick Mason. That would be cool because Echoes was not a song they were doing on the tour I saw. Rycooter, yes. I got at least a half a dozen out of these 14 that I would really love to have. But like I said, I am going to Record Store Day this year because I happened to make a date with a friend of mine to meet up at Zap Records because he's never been. He just bought a turntable and he's getting back into it. The vinyl, I said, oh, you got to go to Zap Records. And so we decided to go on the 12th of April because that's the first Saturday I'm available. And sure enough, that's Record Store Day. So this will be quite eye-opening for him. Anyway, let me know if you're excited about Record Store Day, if you participate in Record Store Day, if there's anything I mentioned there you're interested in. If any else has got this Tull album, let me know what you think. Like I said, not heavy, not guitar-driven album for sure. Thank you very much. Everyone have a great Monday. Take care.